a little bit about the fight, of course, Sean Strickland. A lot of things being done and said between the two of you since the press conference down in December. How do you reflect on everything that went down there at the press conference and at the event a day later?
Yeah, I mean, for me, that was business. That was what happened. That wasn't me, the fighter that showed up. Dana that showed up. For me, I don't care. This week isn't about that. I don't. And even then, it was. We are fighters by heart. We are men. We are gladiators. So, yeah, if we are put in that situation, that's always going to happen. We wounded up in this career because we are fighters here. You can't just switch that off. And it was, for me, that was a win because I'm in control of my emotions. I don't go out there and just fight people. I have the skill. I have the ability to kill any man if it's a one-on-one fight, and I decide not to. It's a choice, and I keep it full, the cage. And the way he broke down emotionally, that was a win for me. That was a win for me, but it was never personal. It was just business. And like I said, I have a lot of respect for Sean, and I think he's a good person. But this is a fight game.
Yeah. So as a mean to get under his skin, mission succeeded, I could say. And clearly you hit a nerve because I think even this week he went out on the podcast, his own podcast, said, "Well, if he brings that stuff up again, I'm going to stab him at the press conference at the weigh-in." How do you perceive a reaction like that? You can bring your knife fest already?
Yeah, you see exactly that. I don't think he beats me with a knife anyways. But that being said, yeah, I mean, that's a crazy threat to make. Firstly, for a world champion, but whatever. I mean, that's the way he wants to carry himself. That's good. But yeah, I don't need to say it again. It's already been said. I don't need to say it again. Everybody knows I've said it. It's living rent-free in his head. I have a lot more. Right now, I'm focused on the fight. What happened then happened. What I said, and will I take it back? Absolutely not. I said what I said, and I meant it. And now it's time to fight. All the talking is done. It's time to fight.
Yeah. What do you think of Sean? Let's say if you weren't fighting him, like I know it's hard because you're 3 days before the fight, but try to put yourself from an objective viewpoint. If you look at Sean, what do you think of him?
As a fighter, I think he's incredible. As a person as well, I don't know him that well. I've met him once or twice, and even here in the lobby. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's actually a nice guy. I think he has some demons. I think he has maybe his mind is not always in the right place. I think he has some demons that he fights, but in general, I think Sean Strickland is a good guy. Every time that I've met him before this whole thing, before we were scheduled to fight, he's been nothing but respectful, and he's been super nice. But what I do think is the one thing that I can take away from this situation was he has never been a hypocrite. He's never been somebody that played the victim. And after what happened to him now, for the first time that he wasn't the one doing the bullying, well, he tried, and he felt a little bit of his own medicine. That was the first time we see him play a victim card, and that wasn't good to see. That was being hypocritical, and that's not a good thing. But don't we all have our flaws? And nobody's perfect, and so am I. I have my flaws. He has his flaws, but in general, I think Sean Strickland is a solid guy. I think he's a good guy, and an exceptional fighter.
Yeah, because somehow I don't know why I think this, but I think in the normal world you could perfectly get along together because you have 100%. Also have a lot of similarities, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think between the two of us having that adrenaline junkies, loving guns, loving fast cars, loving bikes, all of that. We have a lot of similarities, and like you said, not even in a different world. After this fight, we're not friends, we're not enemies. To me, you're just an object. I don't see him as a person. I see him as something in my way. And, after this fight, I would love to have a sit down with him, maybe have a beer, share a beer, and, because then the fight's over.
Perfect the way it should be, right? 7th UFC fight, 7th time, I believe you're coming in as an underdog. Is it still bother you, or are you like, well, went well the last 6 times, so let's go with it again?
Yeah, I know a lot of my friends are really happy about this because they make a lot of money with betting on me.
The money maker.
Yeah, that's it. But I always tell them, listen, if I give you a method that I think is going to happen and it happens that way, the tab's on you.
Oh yeah, exactly. At least it's their share, right? Right. Final thing for me, I'm gonna let you go. How do you beat Sean?
I appreciate it, man. I'm beating Sean within the first 3 rounds. There's no way this fight goes to a championship rounds, and I honestly think that I'm catching him with a big shot, and not one. I'm not knocking Sean clean out. They talk about Sean Strickland's strike rate. I have the highest strike rate in the history of the UFC middleweight division, but because I hit hard, they don't notice that. I land more punches per minute than Sean Strickland. And I honestly believe that taking 3 punches from me is a completely different game than taking 3 punches from him. And I think I'm going to break him down. I think he jabs me. Sure, he's going to catch me. I have no doubt in my mind that Sean catches me with punches and a lot of them. But I'm catching him too. And he's going to feel that. And that will make a difference. I'm calling it a early 3rd round, maybe later in the 2nd round TKO.
And so maybe we have Mystic DRICUS here.
Yeah, 100%. I got it with Whitaker. I got it with Darren Till. Let's go.
All right, let's go for it. If I say veel geluk, do you want to say what I say to you?
Excuse me?
Veel geluk. If I say that to you, do you know what it means?
Does that mean good luck?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Dutch.
Elf luck.
Ja, ik heb een celebrities.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because Dutch, and I trained with Coach Henry Hooft. He's Dutch as well, and a lot of times
yeah, of course,
we with each other. Yeah, so that's great.
Oh, beautiful. Well, all the best, man. I hope you have a great fight, and I hope you get your heroes welcome if everything goes well on Saturday.
Thank you so much. Bye, Donkey.
Hi, graag gedaan. Hi.